Cooking is a form of art. You should be creative and unafraid of trying new things in the kitchen. Creativity is great and so is practicality. Below you will find practical tips that will help you improve your cooking skills. The more you know, the better the chef you will soon become. If you are having a lot of trouble with cooking, sign up for a cooking class with a friend. Here, you will not only learn the recipes that you desire to know but also the techniques to maximize your abilities as a cook. This will be an important skill to use for the rest of your life. Keep your pantry well stocked with a selection of canned meats. You never know when the power might go out for a day or two and you can't get to the store. Canned hams, salmon, or other canned meats can save the day. Just add a few other ingredients from your pantry and you'll have a great meal. Place fruit that is not quite ripe in a plastic bag with a few small holes to allow it to ripen. The plastic helps retain the gases used by ripening fruit while the holes allow fresh air to circulate across the fruit. This also helps you keep your fruit fresh longer. Pomegranates are a superfood, but they can be super unfun to peel. To make it easier, put the pomegranate portions into a bowl of water and gently separate the juicy seeds. The white pith will float to the top and the seeds will sink to the bottom. Collect the floating pith, discard it, and strain the water to be left with a bowl full of delicious seeds. Cooking with fresh, raw cloves of garlic can easily create an overpowering smell that can linger on your kitchen, clothes, and nose. You need not worry about removing the smell from your hands. After you are finished with the garlic, you should rub your hands on your stainless steel sink for half a minute before you attempt to wash them with soap and water. To check and see if biscuits, cakes, cornbread, muffins, and other bread-like foods are finished, insert a wooden toothpick into the center. If there are any crumbs or batter stuck to the wood when you remove it, pop the food back into the oven for a few minutes to allow it to finish. If you have used entirely too much salt in your soup pan, all you have to do is add a raw potato into the mixture. One whole potato should suffice, unless you went way overboard, then add two. This will help absorb some of the extra salt in the pan and save your dinner. Improving your cooking skills might not be as easy as all that, but regardless of your cooking level, you can turn that learning curve into an enjoyable experience. It may not always be easy to see that cooking is one of the simplest and most fun activities that anyone can partake in. You should enjoy creating delicious food for pleasure, as well as health. Keep the tips you learned here in mind and the chef inside of you will flourish. You want to find the best tips available for how to make sure that your cooking is not only healthy but also tastes good. This is an important combination to consider when making sure that both you and everyone eating your food is happy. Here are some great tips to follow. Always read a new recipe thoroughly before you begin cooking, preheating, or prepping. This prevents the hassles of running into surprise ingredients, equipment, or techniques and gives you a chance to hunt down substitutions or a new recipe if needed. Ideally, read the recipe before you do your shopping to ensure that you grab everything you need. Ginger roots can be used for several dishes, so it's worth learning how to store them. For a few days, you can just put them in the refrigerator's vegetable drawer. For much longer storage, freeze the unpeeled ginger root and cut the piece you need while it is frozen. When cooking with thick and sticky ingredients like molasses or honey, make it easier with non-stick cooking spray. Simply spray the inside of a measuring cup before adding the viscous liquid. When pouring, it will slip out completely and cleanly with no need to scrape the inside of the cup. Having said all that, it is important to note that no matter how good your cooking can be, you need to make sure your kitchen utensils complement your culinary efforts. Without much ado, the link in the description below will lead you to an amazingly affordable but exquisite range of cookware, bakeware or cutlery to suit even the most discerning of connoisseurs.